Hey, today, all day, we've got a great show for you on this Monday morning. Jenna and I take you around the world to some unique destinations that you'll want to add to your bucket list. But what do you say we kick it off with pop star? Okay, fixer-upper star Chip Gaines decided to chop off some of his hair to raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. So, for every donation milestone reached, Chip would chop off extra inches of his hair. So, how much did he have to cut off? Take a look.
Chip Gaines, we've known to love, perhaps, his locks. Do we love his locks?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, but we reported on Pop Start last week that Chip has decided to chop off some of his hair to raise money for St. Jude's Hospital. Every donation milestone reached, Chip would chop off extra inches of his hair. So the question is, how much did he have to cut off? Well, see for yourself. Chip posted a video of the big haircut on Instagram.
I'm going to be a handsome bald person.
Okay, Chip, you ready to see your fixer-upper?
What? That is a bald head. I've got a lot of feeling, a lot of all the emotions.
And you did it for a great cause. I think it's so special.
Okay.
How about that? Completely bald now. That campaign raised a whopping $509,000 for St. Jude. So, Chip, good on you, man. That's awesome.
For him. All right, Carson, thank you. Welcome back. Today on the third hour, our pal Matt Abdu is here with chicken cutlets on the menu. Take a look.
Welcome back to the third hour of today. We have been talking about many of the challenges, making back to school tougher than ever this year, but dinner should not be one of them.
You've got a little something on your collar.
It's not food. I'm not bleeding from my neck. It's a science experiment, everybody. Don't worry.
Well, here to share easy recipes that are perfect for a weeknight meal, executive chef and owner of Pig Beach in Brooklyn, and our good friend Matt Abdu is here with us this morning. Good morning.
Great to see you guys as always. Thank you so much for having me.
I've been smelling the food all morning. I know we're going to eat well when you're here.
We're making one of my all-time favorite things to cook and eat, the chicken cutlet. It is super simple to do. Anyone can make it. And you ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right. So first thing we're starting off with is some very thinly cut chicken breasts. You can either buy them at the grocery store already cut, or you can buy whole chicken breasts and just sort of slice them, butterfly them open. What I like to do is kind of pound them out a little bit to get them as thin as you possibly can.
Okay.
Standard breading procedure. Sounds fancy, but all it is flour, eggs, and breadcrumbs. To make ours a little bit more exciting, to the egg, we're going to add a little bit of chopped parsley. Can be fresh or dried.
Okay.
This is my secret. I love adding a little bit of Parmesan cheese to the eggs.
So you do it to the egg and not to the breadcrumb.
Correct. Well, you can also use seasoned breadcrumbs, too, if you want. That's certainly a great way to go. And a little bit of garlic powder. So we're just going to mix all this together, scramble it up.
So what's your secret? When I'm breading chicken, I get like
never
these
sticks,
blobs.
right? Yes.
I get these blobs of like
that's a very,
fingers.
very important thing. So Dylan, what I think is the most important thing whenever you're doing these chicken cutlets at home, because lots of times the things happen once you go in the egg, you find that the egg sort of falls off.
Yes.
And then when you go to put in the breadcrumbs, you get all these bare spots.
Yes.
This is the trick, guys. Let the floured chicken sit in the egg for 30 seconds so that the flour absorbs the egg.
Okay.
Once it's fully absorbed, it's not going to fall off.
Okay.
And then
so
from there, we're going to go into the breadcrumbs. You're going to really pack the breadcrumbs in nice and tight until they're perfectly coated and breaded, just as we have here. You can see how nice and thin they are. We're going to heat up a large skillet with oil.
But what temperature is the question? Because I always mess that up.
To 325 to 350 degrees. Now, the best way of telling that is really just get a digital Insta-Read thermometer and check the temperature of the oil so that when you put the cutlets in, they should sizzle and bubble. If it's not sizzling and bubbling, the oil's not hot enough. So we're going to wait till that gets a little bit hotter.
Okay.
And then you're going to get these gorgeous, beautiful chicken cutlets that are nice and crispy golden brown, finished with a little Maldon salt, and they're ready to mange.
I could eat these like candy.
Oh,
I mean, I could just snack on this
Growing
all day
up,
long.
Mom, love your mom. She'd make chicken cutlets for us. She'd either leave them on the countertop, you put them in the fridge, you come home, you just eat them, whenever.
They don't have to be warm.
Late night
This
snack.
is delicious.
So what do you have here? Buffalo sauce?
So one of the greatest things about chicken cutlets is you can do so many amazing things with them, right? So what I have in here, I'm from upstate New York. I ate a lot of buffalo stuff growing up in my youth. So this is a really simple, super simple buffalo sauce. It's your favorite hot sauce, a little bit of Worcestershire, a little bit of garlic, and some butter. You just warm it all together, and we're going to take some chicken cutlets, whether they're fresh, cold, out of the refrigerator, or the leftovers that you have. We're going to dump all that beautiful buffalo sauce all over the chicken cutlets.
Right on top.
Can't ever go wrong with that, right?
Mix up.
Give it a good old mix, and then we're going to assemble. I love wraps. I think wraps are a great way. I've been trying to be more mindful about things I've been eating. Wraps are a better alternative to using bread. So I love these wraps. We're going to take a big couple spoonfuls of this buffalo chicken. I mean, look how good that looks, right?
That's amazing.
You can just eat this as it is.
I know.
Just like that, we're going to put a couple spoonfuls of there. And to finish the wrap, I'm going to add some chopped tomatoes, some blue cheese, shredded lettuce, and a little bit of blue cheese dressing. And we're
that's
just gonna layer up our wrap, roll it up. Oh yeah, there you go.
And so if you are uber carb conscious, Matt, so this is the finished product. This is what
Correct.
it looks like.
That's what it looks like. Just roll it up, and then you're ready to dive on in and give it a eat.
But you can also do this as a salad, or there's a salad-type version of
Yes,
this?
so let's just keep moving the chicken cutlet along. Why not use leftover chicken cutlets to make a delicious Cobb salad, right? If I'm going to eat a salad, I want the salad to be piled with all my favorite things that I love to eat in addition to it. But what's going to make it special is we're going to make this delicious Dijon shallot vinaigrette that's super simple.
So what's in here?
In our bowl, we have a little bit of Dijon mustard, some honey, got to have a little bit of sweetness to offset the tartness, and water. We're just going to whisk that up, add in some sherry vinegar, some chopped shallots, some fresh chopped parsley, and we're just going to whisk in olive oil about probably a cup or so until this kind of comes together and make a beautiful vinaigrette.
And you pour that right on the lettuce.
And then that's going to go right onto the lettuce. We're going to give the lettuce a toss. It's already dressed with the dressing. That's going to go into our bowl.
And what do you like putting in a Cobb salad?
Well, traditionally, it's eggs, it's bacon, it's cherry tomatoes, it's onions, it's some sort of crumbled cheese, whether that's gorgonzola or feta. And then usually there's some sort of protein on it, right? Like roasted chicken or ham or something like that.
That looks
I love
amazing.
doing the chicken cutlets. And here you go, Dilly.
Thank you so much.
Have a little snack to eat up.
Oh my gosh. I thought you were going to give me that one.
Here you go. That's what I should have done. That would have been a much better visual. But it's a super easy thing. You can make the chicken cutlets on Monday. Then you can have buffalo wraps the next day, Cobb salad the day after. And they're just great to snack on.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
Matt.
much. We
Oh my
always
God,
love your
thank
food.
you for
And
having
for
me. Great
these
to see you guys.
recipes, head to today.com/food.
Welcome back to Down the Hoda and Jenna. We take you around the world to some of the most interesting places you may have never thought to visit. Plus, we'll share the #1 travel destination on our bucket lists. Take a look. Since we're taking you on a trip around the world, we thought we would do a round of travel talk.
Travel talk.
Okay.
Okay, let's start with you.
Me. Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Most exotic place you've ever been?
Exotic. Probably, I mean, it's where my family's from, Egypt.
Yes.
It's because it's all that history. Like, when we visited the pyramids, like, you put your hands on the stones and you feel like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe that I'm here. And the stones were as tall as we were as kids, so we would climb them as much as they'd let you.
Did you go often?
Yeah, we used to go every summer. We went every single summer. That was like our summer place. So we didn't realize how cool it was because you're a kid and you're like, oh, we're going to grandma's house. So you're like, okay. But then later you're like, oh, that was pretty cool. So I think probably that was my most exotic. What about for you?
Cool.
You've been to a lot of cool spots.
I've been to some cool spots, but I think the coolest is when my parents took Barbara and me when we were in college to Africa, when they were traveling there for work, and it was just really cool because it was a similar sort of thing where it wasn't really a vacation.
Right.
We got to go and meet with people. It was when the unveiling of PEPFAR was going on, which was the President's Emergency Relief for AIDS in Africa. And it was just, it really opened our eyes that we can do so much to change the world. It was an amazing opportunity.
I love that. I love that.
I loved it.
Okay. Most memorable food you've ever tried?
I once tried a grasshopper.
Was it crunchy?
Yeah, delicious, actually. Crickets.
Yeah, all those things.
Crickets or grasshoppers, or what was it?
Probably
Some
one
sort
of
little
those.
bug.
Yeah.
And I thought it was delish. What about you?
Whenever I go somewhere, I try whatever, because I think you should try it. And most things that seem icky like that are actually not.
They're
delicious.
like
Crunchy. It's like eating chips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your favorite thing.
Yeah.
Most adventurous
Oh,
thing.
I know what yours is.
What? Most adventurous thing I've done on a trip? When I skydove?
Yes.
Skydived.
When you jumped out of that
Skydove.
plane, there's nothing that will ever eclipse that. I think is the most adventurous thing you've ever done in your life, right?
It is. It is.
Yeah.
But also another really cool thing we did that I want to recreate is that my mom, for her 60th birthday, took me with her best friends and all their daughters rafting down the Grand Canyon. It was a week trip. We spent the night together on a tent, my mom and I. And the first night, there was such a big storm. She had to wear goggles because they were getting the sandstorm was getting in her contacts. And we just had a bottle of tequila. It was so much fun. We hiked, we rafted. It's like that's a once in a lifetime thing.
Oh my gosh! I love that. That's a good one to replicate.
Right?
I want to replicate that
Let's
in
do
my
it
own
together.
life. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
You're
All right.
like, no, thank you.
No, I think that'd be fun. Okay, #1 destination still on your travel bucket list.
What's yours?
You know what? I've never been to Australia.
Me neither.
And I was thinking, like, how is that?
Yes,
I would love to go
or
there.
New Zealand. I would love to go
Any
to
of
both.
those places over there.
Okay. Finally, favorite today takes you destination. We visited virtually the Philippines, Honduras, Bangkok, New Zealand, South Africa, and Kenya. I would say New Zealand.
Yeah,
actually.
I was going to either say the Philippines or Thailand.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love anything that's totally different than what you would ever see or feel.
I agree. There's something so eye-opening about landing in a place that feels so different.
Yeah, everything's different. All right. Speaking of exotic attractions, take a look at what debuted in Dubai. This was earlier this summer. You guys, this is the world's deepest pool.
Wait. Wow, people can actually
scuba dive
down in there. And when you scuba dive down in there, you can do things like go to the library, it looks like.
It's 196 feet down. It's got tons of water in there. It's about 6 Olympic-sized swimming pools in all.
Okay, I have to tell you that when I was little, I read a book by R.L. Stein about scuba diving and the dangers, and that scares me. Does it scare you?
Well, yeah, but they said kids as young as 10 can do it. It's an underwater city. There's an arcade.
Yeah, but how do they get to the arcade?
I think you gotta put on your gear.
Oh my gosh, that is cool.
State-of-the-art lighting. I got to tell you, Dubai does all kinds of things. They're the ones who I think were the first or among the first to have like an indoor ski slope in the mall.
Would you do
Would
this down in there?
No, I get claustrophobic. Snorkeling. Sometimes when I'm snorkeling, I feel like I'm hyperventilating. And my head is like 1 inch. All I have to do is go like this, and then I'd be fine.
I think that place isn't for us. Today is all about adventure. Over the past few months, as part of our Today Takes You series, we've been taking you along as we fly around the world to mystery locations.
It's such a cool series. Our producers supplied the clues, and we had to guess the destination along with you guys at home.
Okay, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, and let's find out where we're headed first. Clue number 1, this country provides more nurses to the rest of the world than any other.
Our second clue is this country is comprised of 7,641 islands.
Okay, and clue number 3, from September to January, this country celebrates one of the longest Christmas seasons in the world. I don't
have a guess. I mean, Christmas season means it's cold. Greenland?
Okay, well, let's see.
Coming in for a landing. Where are we? The Southeast Asian country of the Philippines. Oh.
Okay, and here to greet us is Manila resident and YouTuber Mickey Bustos.
Hi, Mickey.
Hi, Mickey.
Mabuhay, Hoda and Jenna. How are you?
How do you say it? Mabuhay?
Mabuhay. Yes, correct. It's our formal greeting. It means long life.
What time is it there?
We're on the exact opposite side of the world as you guys. So while you guys are having your morning coffee, we're getting ready for bed at this side of the world.
Oh. Well,
it's currently like 10.
10, yeah. Well, we're so excited because we can't wait to take a check of the Philippines. Take us around.
Nothing ever goes to waste. Appreciate, don't throw it. Baby, we're Pinoy this way.
I'm YouTuber Mikey Bustos, and that was my 2019 parody of Lady Gaga's Born This Way. After becoming a finalist on Canadian Idol, I moved to the Philippines, where I'm known for my music parodies on Filipino culture.
'Cause in the Philippines, where it is very hot.
Hi Hoda, hi Jenna. I'm actually riding a kalesa. See that? We're on a horse-drawn carriage. I have so much to show you around my city, my home. You ready? Let's go, guys. Hoda and Jenna, this here is called the Tinikling dance. It's a Filipino cultural dance where the dancers need to coordinate their moves and jump through that clapping bamboo. And trust me, guys, you don't want to get caught in there. It hurts. Lyle, I heard a rumor that you're going to teach me how to do tinikling.
Yes, we are. Are you ready?
Hoda and Jenna, I'm doing it for you. I need to rest. One of the greatest things I love about walking outside is there are tons of street vendors. Kuya here is selling watermelons. Look at that. It's on a cold plate. It keeps it nice and cold in this little like makeshift fridge. The Philippines is comprised of 7,641 glorious islands. And my tip Explore as many as possible. Check this out. It's so beautiful. I recently experienced the natural wonders of Bohol's chocolate hills. This is so cool. The sun dries out the grass on these hills, and that's what gives it the chocolate color. We are here at the tarsier sanctuary. For those of you who don't know what a tarsier is a type of primate. It's not a monkey. Bohol is very famous for the iconic tarsiers that live here. It says here, tarsiers are resting. Please observe silence. Oh my gosh, it's looking at me. Oh my gosh, okay, I see it. Hold on, look. Isn't he cute? It's like this big. So they like sleep during the day. They're nocturnal. They wake up at night and then they eat bugs. Okay, we'll leave it alone now. Bye, fella. On the island of Boracay, you'll cherish its white sandy beaches and magnificent sunsets. Wow, wow, wow. In 2019, our visit to the Palawan Islands left us stunned. They're like giant rock castles. Look at how big that is. That is massive. Beautiful crystal blue turquoise water. What do you guys think? Check out that view, guys. Everyone comes here to this area to take the iconic Instagram photo. It's very signature for Coron. And now, it's time to eat. Kain na, as they say in the Philippines. Hoda and Jenna, I am here at Sarsa Restaurant with my good friend, Chef JP.
Hey guys, so this is a pancit canton, our version of a stir-fried noodles, grilled chicken inasal, marinated in coconut vinegar, lemongrass, lumpia Shanghai, our Filipino version of a spring roll, and then we always have it with vinegar.
That crunch fills my soul. Let's try the chicken. Hoda, Jenna, eat through the screen. Eat through the screen. Take a bite. You can't visit the Philippines without trying our famous Filipino dessert known as halo halo. Every bite is a different surprise. Halo halo has so many ingredients. You wouldn't believe it. It's like you're playing the lottery, but you win every time. Honestly, the best.
Awesome!
That was the best tour.
Awesome, you enjoyed that?
We loved it. We loved it.
Great. I had so much fun.
And I know a lot of folks may not know, but most people in the Philippines actually speak English if you're planning on going on a vacation.
That's correct. So if you're an English speaker, you'll get around just fine here.
Well, you were amazing,
beautiful.
boy. You just turned us on. That's our next stop.
We're coming to visit, and you are the best tour guide.
The best.
When our next guest is with us, we know we are going to have some fun.
That's right. Kate the chemist has a doctorate in inorganic chemistry. She's also a professor of chemistry at UT Austin.
Way smarter than all of us combined. She's also an accomplished author. She's now celebrating the release of a new chapter book called It's Elemental, and Kate joins us now with some fun science experiments for us to try. Remember, kids, not all of these are safe to do at home. I'm talking to Noah Soberoff, and we will let you know when you can follow along. Kate, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Of course. Congratulations on the book. Tell us a little bit about the book, and I heard there's a special dedication in this book.
Yeah, so I dedicated the book to my high school chemistry teacher because she made me fall in love with chemistry, and so with this book, I'm trying to get everybody else to fall in love with chemistry. But in the book, basically, I take you through the busiest day of your life, and I point out my favorite parts of science. So from breakfast to an early morning workout, we go to the bar, we go to the beach, we even talk about the science of date night. So it's a really fun book, and I hope you guys like it.
One thing in the book is about coffee. You know, we drink it to wake up in the morning, but actually coffee is not what wakes you up.
Yeah, isn't that weird? So the molecule is called trimethylxanthine, and what it does is it goes in. I know, right? You knew that. He knew it. But it goes in and it binds with your brain, and it blocks another molecule from making you feel sleepy or drowsy. So it doesn't actually give you energy. It just blocks another molecule. It's a bouncer.
Energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Our favorite part of Kate the chemist visits are the experiments, so let's get to it. You claim that we can make a raw egg bounce?
I can, yeah, you can. So what we're gonna do here, do you wanna do it, Dylan, or I can do it? Okay, so here you have some raw eggs. What you're gonna do is cover it with acid. So go ahead and dump it over.
This is acid?
It's vinegar, but we can call it acid. So vinegar has acetic acid in there. You can smell it, right?
So you can do this one at home?
You can, yeah. I actually did this one in Texas and tried to fly them across the country, and they exploded in my suitcase.
Oh,
so, so we're not using the ones I brought. Anyway, so these here are the ones that we've soaked about in 72 hours in the vinegar. And so what you can do is go ahead.
Food dye just for fun.
Yeah, just add food coloring just to make fun. Of course. Oh, maybe it needs to be open.
Pop
a
that
little
top.
squeeze. That's all right. You
Whatever,
understand
we
the
did it right.
process.
I'll work on this.
Perfect. Nailed it. All right, so then what happens is the vinegar essentially eats the outside of the eggshell. So the eggshell is made of calcium carbonate, so it's like chalk. Yeah, you can touch it.
Okay, good.
And so go ahead and grab the egg, and then really, really lightly what you're going to be able to do is actually let it bounce, but keep it low, because if you take it too high, it'll actually break. Like that. It's okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean,
That's fun.
May as well.
See, yours
I'm a
really
troublemaker.
good. Try it.
My kids would enjoy that. My kids would enjoy
Oh,
that.
that's just really fun.
It is so fun. And so just
I would throw it at Craig, but he's got important work to do later today.
Thank you.
How did you throw that?
So that was fun.
That's a cool one.
That's fun.
Isn't
That's a
that
fun
cool?
experiment.
Yeah, 24 hours, soak it in vinegar, and then you got a fun experiment the next day.
So, Kate, the next
Oh,
one's
that's
called Dragon's Breath, which is
Dragon's
what my wife
Breath.
accuses me of having when I wake up in the morning.
Oh, no.
Don't admit to that.
What is this?
So what you need is a little bit of liquid nitrogen, which I'm sure you all have at home,
Yes,
right?
I have a container just like that.
Of course, yes. And so what we do is we use liquid nitrogen, and then we're going to just throw some mini marshmallows in there. And
Okay.
so what we're going to do is, it's called Dragon's Breath, because after they've been soaking in the nitrogen for, I don't know, about 2 minutes or so, you can pick them up. Don't do this at home.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so fun.
We're Dragon's Breath.
Can we try that?
Is that hot?
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
do
put
it.
this in my
can try
mouth.
that.
Are you
I'll
okay?
do this one. Here's
Yeah.
this one.
I'm going to let you do it.
That'll be cold. Let it sink out. It's going to be cold.
So
Real
it's
fast in your
really,
mouth.
really cold,
Real
right?
fast. Go.
Do it?
Yeah.
One, two.
Now breathe out. Oh, you did it!
Well, I don't know.
All right.
Journalism.
dragon.
So-
Journalism.
Killed it.
Dragon.
This fantastic. Best dragon
I'm going to eat this one right
Perfect.
here. So the last one, I'm going to step out. I'm going to bring in our producer, Brandon, who set all this up anyway.
Yay, Brandon.
Because there's a big explosion about to happen here on the plaza.
Yes, we're going to do a rainbow explosion. So what we need are some cryogenic gloves. Jacob, you're going to help me, right?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, so we've got our cryo
What
gloves.
do you say, Kate?
Need some goggles. I'll come all the way over here if you guys want to follow me.
Okay.
Why is Craig
Coming.
sitting this one out? He's
I don't
pregnant.
know.
I told you, he's got important things to do later today.
And so here, do you want to be on this one?
Sure.
Okay, so what we have here in our first bucket
Okay.
is hot water. It's about 80 degrees Celsius, and then we've spiked it with some food coloring and some dish soap, okay? In the bucket in front of it, we have liquid nitrogen.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is take this bucket and dump it into this bucket, and we're going to see if we can make a rainbow explosion, okay?
Okay. Brandon, you ready?
Sounds good. I'm
You guys
ready.
ready?
Okay.
So you have orange, I've got green, you've got blue.
Are we going to count down or what?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to hold mine like this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to throw it in. Remember, keep your head back so it doesn't shoot you in the face.
Do not do this at home, by the
Do
way.
not do this at
Do
home.
not
Thank you,
do this
Craig.
at home.
Are you guys ready? Yeah. All right, let's count together. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, it is cold.
Oh, that
Wow. Kate, that was terrific.
We did it!
Thank you so much. Everybody, give it up for Kate.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.